And there's some things I kind of want to unpack here that like it's so this life is so weird. We all are so concerned about certain things and we stand on a hill. None of that shit matters when the people you love are in jeopardy of losing their life or um or something takes the wrong turn instead of the right turn. My wife got to the brink and then took the right turn. She was able to come back from it. There are people in this world that don't come back. And the perfect example of that is while I was in the ICU, sitting next to my wife, holding her hand, watching her struggle to live. Every once in a while, I would have to go to the bathroom, or I would have to go get something to drink or eat or something like that. And you look around the ICU where my wife is at, and you get to see the end. And I think you guys know what I mean by that. You get to see it. You get to see, I got to watch an old person. He's probably on his last 24 hours of life. He looked old, and he was on all the machines, and they were just basically, people were going in and they were saying their goodbyes to him. The room next to my wife, there's a guy I'm guessing it was a car accident or something, brace around his neck, braces on all of his arms and legs. When the doctors would go into his room, they had to put a different set of scrubs on. He did not move an inch the entire time that I was there, but he was on life support, or I'm not sure, dude. He was hooked up like a video game. Who knows? I didn't know anything about that. I'm walking out one day, and you hear all these alarms going off. And I always got freaked out because I'm looking back at my wife, making sure her machines are okay. And then I'm walking down the hall and I see a group of people performing CPR on another person. And that person was not old. I don't know, maybe they were closer to me and my wife's age, maybe mid to late 30s, if I had to guess. They didn't look like they were unhealthy. They looked slender, but they were doing CPR on that person. And it kind of made me anyway, realize that the end doesn't have to be when you're old. It can come anytime, whether you want it to, or you know it, or I don't know, man. And it made me really, there has to be a silver lining on events like this, where you have to take something away. Because if you have this scenario play out in your life and then you just go back to your normal life after it, and you don't take away the fact that, hey, dude, you almost died. You get another chance to walk away. And not only that, but I still have a wife who I really do love. I bitch about my wife on this podcast and about other podcasts, the joking around shit. But she is one of the most important things in my life, period. Her and my family, my kids. Without them, I'm not who I am. And and you get to realize the importance of life and the importance of people. But at the same time, after going through an event like this, the panic button for me has now been moved.